So today I just want to show you my secrets in keeping probably one of the best pools in the neighborhood. Number one, you have to have a good sweep. I like the Zodiac. The main reason, I had a Hayward and it had hundreds of parts that kept breaking. The Zodiac has one active part, real easy to fix. My top secret in keeping the pool free of algae is Yellow Train. Yellow Train is incredible. 2 capfuls of this and I'm good for 6 months. So I highly recommend. I've had algae issues in my pool. You can't brush them off. You know, they are kind of a brown yellow color. I found that 1 capful of this, maybe 2. I think it's 10,000 a capful per 10,000 gallons, and I seem to get away with 2 capfuls, and the pool is crystal clear. It's unbelievable. Now for the do-it-yourselfers. So in a previous video that you can look up, I have a chlorinator that I make out of a Coke bottle. The Coke bottles are important because of the bulb they have at the bottom. It's key to making a really good chlorinator. So look up my other video on chlorinators. Check that out. I'll put a link below. Today I want to talk about PVC and how it can help your pool sweep get all areas of the pool. The only problem I see with these sweeps is sometimes they spend too much time in the deep end and not enough in the shallow end. And so this video is going to show you how to go ahead and use a piece of PVC to help that problem. I want to give you a look at the pool. You can see it really is clear, and the plaster's pretty old, but you don't see big stains on it because of Yellow Train. That is the key. And then the other key obviously is getting a pool sweep that's going to completely cover the pool and not miss areas like stairs and walls that or the shallow end, like that deep corner right there is a real problematic area. But now with this PVC trick, you'll see how you can get your pool sweep to hit those areas. So let me show it to you. Very simple. It's just a piece of PVC about 1/3 the length of the pool. Recommend you have tie-offs. Basically I do 3 tie-offs. I do 1 at the skimmer, and then I do 1 in the middle, and then I do 1 at the very end, and that's a little bit looser to allow it to slide. The more tie-offs you put on the hose, the more the pool sweep will spend time at the other end of the pool. Always tie it off at the juncture of 2 hoses where it's got more support. If you tie it in the middle where the corrugation is, or the bellows of the hose, then it'll tend to wear a hole in your hose, and that's not good. So we had a lot of wind last night, and I left the cleaner on overnight. But when I come in, this is a typical thing. It's all balled up and cleaning the deep end, while the shallow end continues to be dirty. So what we need to do is figure out a solution for keeping the pool cleaner towards the middle of the pool rather than all the way at this end, which has the skimmer. If you don't have snips, any saw will do. So now we're going to cap the PVC so it's airtight, and that way it'll always float. The PVC will sink if you don't have it airtight, so you do need to do this. If your pool is over, I'd say 25 feet, you'll probably want a coupler so that you can go past the 10-foot length of a PVC pipe. That's pretty much it. So I straightened out the hose, laid the PVC next to it, and we're going to put some ties on it now. Might need 2 ties. So also these ties should be chlorine proof, so be careful what materials you buy. Some of the materials will disintegrate in chlorine. And I'm going to grab the collar here and the cap. So this one I made nice and tight so that the hose and the PVC are locked together at that point. And then this one's kind of in the middle. There's no real feature on the PVC, but it's locked into a joint on the hose. This one I made a little bit looser to allow the hose to flex left and right and conceptually get back to the skimmer end of the pool, because you want the pool cleaner to cover everything. So So the idea is that we're simulating the pool sweep being attached in the middle of the pool rather than the very end of the pool, the deep section of the pool. And hopefully we'll get a better result. This is probably not a great solution if you're in and out of your pool every day and want to pull the hose in and out. But for the winter months and long periods without use, I think it's a good solution. All you have to do is clip the ties and put 6 new ties on it every time you want to put it back into place. Just store the PVC with your pole that you use to brush and net the debris. You see that turn around? It turned around because this hose is being held by our PVC stick from going back to the deep end. Hopefully it won't always do that, but that's exactly what we wanted to happen. And it actually made it into the shallow end in record time. I just ran inside to get the camera because after like 30 minutes since I put the PVC pipe on, the pool sweep was already in the deepest corner of the pool. Excellent solution. I often find myself asking, what would Dad do? And I decided maybe that would be the niche of my channel, is what would Dad do? And the key about Dad was he was cheap. And he was resourceful and innovative. And so what you're going to find on my videos is I try to come up with the most clever way possible that works, maybe better than a purchased part, and yet fits the budget and fits the problem. So, just ask, what would Dad do? And they better ask him before it's too late.